Good afternoon to all our friends and fans. This is Michael Virardi welcoming you to our 140th Ask Virardi episode. And for this particular episode, I'm so happy to welcome my wife, Christine Antoniou Virardi, who will be my guest for today. Welcome, Christine, to the Ask Virardi show.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. Two reasons I invited Christine on the show. First and foremost is our wedding anniversary, so happy wedding anniversary.
Happy to us.
6 years married. And secondly, my dear friends, the second reason that I invited her is because I consider her to be a very capable professional, a very highly educated person. She has 2 masters and 1 degree, both in human resources as well as in political sciences. And Christine has gone the whole way from unemployed to underemployed to full employment, working for a huge company called Amdocs, which is a leading software and services provider with over 25,000 employees. Christine is the HR partner for the EMEA region, South and East Europe.
Correct.
And Christine will share today the struggle towards full employment. She will talk to us about what it's like working for such a huge organization. And last but not least, she will talk about the traits that someone needs to have in order to move up the corporate ladder and to maintain, if possible, work-life balance. So with this, Christine, I welcome you to the Ask Virardi show. First question of the day.
Yeah.
Are you living your childhood dream?
I wouldn't say that I lived my childhood dream. I would, as a child, I had other dreams in mind, such as becoming a fashion designer. I was very fascinated with, drawing designs and everything, but eventually I became something else. I am now involved in human resources, and I'm happy, for this comes to show that life, you don't do what you think you will do from the initial stages in your life.
So true.
And I'm happy for doing what I do now because it's really about being next to people. It's the human industry.
The human industry, excellent. From unemployment to underemployment to full employment. Please talk to us about this journey, Christine, your feelings, your actions and reactions.
So I'm a firm believer of the quote, we don't grow when things are easy. We grow when things are difficult. And personally, I faced a lot of challenges at the beginning of my career. I remember I finished my studies in the UK and Belgium. I came back in 2013. At the time, Cyprus had a lot of economic instability. If you, as all of you remember, in Cyprus we had a haircut at that time, so jobs were much less, the job openings. I faced a lot of rejections. I faced, a lot of negativity, like many people did daily, from news and media and everything. And it wasn't easy. I'm very, saddened by that, but it wasn't easy for me at the beginning of my career. But one thing that I remember, and this is something that I want to really share with you, is that I never lost hope. I faced a lot of countless job rejections. It was I even blame myself, to be honest, because of studying what I did. It was much more difficult to find a job in the political science field. And so I even blame myself for studying what I did. And then I felt that I wanted to do something about it.
So what did you do?
Because I've never felt that I had to lose my hope, I made some drastic changes. And one of those drastic changes was to basically stop watching the news daily and from all this negativity that was coming at the time.
So true. Not only at the time, still now.
And still now.
Yeah.
The second thing I did is that I registered myself to associations. I registered myself to the Cyprus Human Resource Association. I got involved in the Limassol and Paphos committee. So from there, it really works what they say. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And I started, meeting people, creating new acquaintances. And from there onwards, I even went one step further. I registered myself at the Rotaract. It was the Famagusta Rotaract at the time. And you know, we're doing a lot of activities that gave me the ability to open up to people, to meet new people. And from there, you could ask questions. You could really feel the difference from creating your own social circles through those associations.
Excellent. This is a follow-up question to the previous one.
Mm-hmm.
What advice would you give to the younger generation of followers here at Ask Virardi who are either unemployed or underemployed?
So first of all, I would say that just because something isn't happening for you right now, it doesn't mean that it will never happen.
Correct.
You can blame it on society, on this corrupted system. You can blame it on who knows you rather than what skills you know. But instead, you can choose to be proactive than reactive. You can, as I did earlier before, you can register yourself to various associations. You can build a very good CV through LinkedIn, which is a platform which enables you to target companies, to expand your network. You can choose to work at a position which is probably a position less hierarchy-wise. You know, you can do a secretarial job, nothing wrong about that. On the contrary, it gives you the ability to learn new skills, to meet people that eventually they will give you this one hope that you need, or one chance that you need to tap on that and to create your own opportunities.
Excellent advice. And let me say that the present for today, if you share this episode or if you mention someone worth watching this episode, either live now or in the near future, you win an appointment with Christine. Christine invites one lucky guest to come here at Amdocs in their offices in Limassol to have lunch as Christine's guest. If you are unemployed or underemployed, you can learn how to build an excellent CV. You can learn all the techniques that Christine has used. And if you're employed, you can still talk with Christine about how to become an even better professional and exchange ideas between you.
Definitely.
How is it working for a multinational company like Amdocs with over 25,000 employees in so many countries? Talk to us about your human resources partner role here at Amdocs as well.
So first of all, working from Amdocs, it's very challenging. It's a very dynamic work environment. First of all, here at Amdocs, you know, it's a very multicultural, first of all, environment. The rhythm is very fast-paced. You have to be able to deliver fast, to be reliable, and definitely you have to be able to serve others and to serve them in a very prompt manner, because time is money, as they say, and you have to really appreciate that and appreciate what you do, and remember that what you do, and if you love what you do, it will eventually, you know, your work will flourish, and people will see, people will notice. Now, what I do as a role, basically my role is being next to people. I work together with managers, supporting also people on the ground, and basically my job as an HR business partner is to create a link between, you know, helping the business and helping the employees throughout their employee life cycle, and bringing, you know, hopefully good results at the end of the day.
Wow, helping people on the ground is like deploying troops in the army. Unbelievable. I want to say a few thank yous. Evis Zenios, everything is explained today. Evis is saying that perhaps the secret behind my success is Christine. That's what he means. Thalis Panagidis says, bravo, Christine. Articulate, sharp, and very well said. Mate Anka says, hello, Christine and Michael. It's great to share your life experiences with everybody. So many people need to hear and learn how to get up and strive in life, even if they have a difficult moment.
Correct. Thank you.
Stathis Stasis is saying hello and congratulations. Petros Lugia Theodosiou, it's Lugia who has the account. You're simply the best, my friend Christine. And Clara Vlogimenu says in Greek that you are a true diamond, and now she knows how you became the professional that you have become. And happy anniversary, Michael and Christine. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Christine, who was one of your first ever mentors, and what's the biggest lesson you learned from him or her?
One of my biggest mentors, I would say that it's an ex-colleague of mine. Her name is Evanthia Peyotis Kasapi. I consider her first of all as a friend, but what I would say is that here in Amdocs, when you start your journey as an Amdocs employee, you're assigned a buddy. And this buddy has to guide you from day one up until when you will feel comfortable to do your job, obviously, to deliver results. But you're assigned a buddy, and in my case, I had Evanthia as my buddy, and it was a very genuine, let's say, interaction from the beginning. I learned a lot, and I continue consulting her, up until this date. And the best thing I learned about working or having her as a mentor is that people learn when they're pushed. When you're strict, it's good at the end of the day, because it helps you to get out of your comfort zone, to not be satisfied with average results and be a true professional.
Don't be satisfied with average results. Sorry, Christine, I have to write this down. What's the biggest lesson you learned this year? What's the biggest lesson you learned this year?
The biggest lesson is that you have to sacrifice a lot in order to feel this sense of achievement, which is called perhaps professional success. I don't know how to call it, but the biggest lesson is that you have to really work hard. You have to sweat a lot to see real results, and you have to stick to that, because success at the end of the day is tons of discipline, and I abide by that.
Excellent. I don't want this interview to finish. Last two questions. Can you please name a book that has positively influenced your personal or professional career? How and why?
I would say Miles to Go by Brian Tracy, because it's a book that I read. It's one of the first books that I read at the beginning of my career journey. I would definitely recommend it to any one of you, whether you're looking for a job or whether you are employed. It gives you some very good pieces of advice in the sense of getting out of your comfort zone and discovering success, real examples of people that had achievement, that they were able to reach success along the way. And so it was The Miles to Go by Brian Tracy.
Many Miles to Go by Brian Tracy. Excellent. Stylianos Spaniel says, congratulations. Keep walking, guys. Thank you, Stylianos.
Thank you, Stylianos.
Antoniou says, great, very inspiring, Christine. Well done. Michael Karasava says, congratulations. Thank you, Michael. And we have also our friend Petros Kolas from London. He says, happy anniversary to both. I like the point about associations membership, since it's a good way to develop a lot of your skills and network. Thank you for sharing, Christine. Thank you, Petros.
Definitely.
Christine, last but not least, a final message from Christine Antoniou Virardi to the Michael Virardi fans and friends who are watching this right now live, or who will watch it later on at the comfort of their couch. What's your final message?
Reframe what I mentioned at the beginning of our talk, that in order to be able to meet success, you have to really, accept that you will face challenges as well. And you don't have to be afraid of that. Accept that you will have challenges, and if it's not the time for you right now to either find a job or to either, reach your maximum potential, remember to have hope and to keep on trying.
Wow, that's a beautiful message, Christine. Let me recap what Christine has said. Christine has said that she's not living her childhood dream, but she has adapted to her new role, which is in the human resources. She's in the people business, and as you have witnessed, my dear friends, she's quite good with people. We don't know when things are easy. We don't grow when things are easy. We grow when things are difficult. So never lose hope, Christine tells us. Continue regardless of the rejection that you might be facing or the obstacles. You can blame yourself, but at the end of the day, you should stop blaming everybody else and continue on your path. She also said that she took some drastic changes to help her self-esteem and to be a more positive person. She stopped watching the news because most of it were negative. She registered in associations because as the code goes, as the proverb goes, your network will determine your net worth at the end of the day. Christine said, it's not what you know, but it's whom you know. And I would go a step further. It's not what you know or whom you know, but who knows you. And Christine has made herself available for people to know her. Something isn't happening. Because it's not happening, it doesn't mean that you should stop being proactive and be reactive. So being proactive is something that Christine truly vouches for. Being reliable, being fast-paced, being able to serve others, being prompt. Time is money and love what you do is what Christine advises us to do. Her mentor is an ex-colleague of hers. Her name is Evanthea Peyotis Hasapi, and she has learned from her that you need to be pushed in order to get out of your comfort zone. You need to be strict because that's where you learn. And at the end of the day, don't be satisfied with being average. At Amdocs, they assign a buddy because they truly understand that if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go with others. Last but not least, Christine said that you have to sacrifice a lot in order to achieve a lot. She's the mother of a 4-year-old and she's sacrificing a lot of things and a lot of hours working here at Amdocs. And as Brian Tracy said, many miles to go towards success, a book worth reading. Thank you very much, Christine. It was a pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
And there are many more comments coming in. Dear friends and fans, Christine will answer each and every comment later on. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.